Hey, it's River Cruise Lady Linda here, and I'd like to show you the highlights of my Tulip Time cruise that I did through the Netherlands and Belgium. If your ship does dock in Amsterdam, you can see how close the main train station is. That's it right out the window there. I did this cruise with Waterways, and here is the Amasirto, was the ship that we traveled on. I flew into Amsterdam the day before, so I'd have a little bit of time before I boarded the ship.
Southern gate. Okay. So you see the...
Back on board, I was lucky enough to be reunited with a captain that I'd sailed with before.
So that is up to me what we are going.
Day 2, we had a couple of options, and I chose to go to the Tulip Farm. It was very interesting to watch the production from the bulbs right through to how they grow them in the greenhouses.
So what we do, we only them on the belt. You see a second belt running to the back with all bulb material on it. That's where the bulbs have been crushed. Stem all, we always have 10 flowers in a rubber, and 5 bunches in a wrap. Now they're these ones. These are those flowers, the same flowers.
Three gave us a few options between a couple of different museums or a guided bike tour, and I chose to do the Krohler Muller Museum. And on the way there, we got to stop and take a beautiful picture of what was a past residence of Audrey Hepburn. And back at the museum, it is the second largest Vincent van Gogh collection in the world, and this is one of his famous paintings, the Café Terrace at Night. Day 4 gave us a couple of options in the morning, and I decided to do the guided bike tour, and it was great. It's nice and flat, easy to get around, and beautiful architecture in Antwerp. And we even stopped at the train station, which I think is one of the most photographed train stations in the world. It was absolutely beautiful. The pictures just don't do it justice. We were lucky enough in the afternoon to go to Floralia, and it wasn't actually open yet. It wasn't opening till the next day, but they decided to let us in, so it was nice. It's held at this castle, and you can walk around the grounds. They've got beautiful flowers, like the peacock arrangement, and just hectares and hectares of flowers and tulips and all kinds of things that they plant by hand. Here's a heart one that they had done, and then just lots of great reflecting pictures we were able to get, so it was a really nice excursion that we did. Day 5 brought us to Ghent and Bruges, and one thing that's nice is you always get a map from the front desk on the ship, which if you want to go out walking on your own, if you don't want to do the tours, is great. And then of course in Belgium you've got lots of beer to choose from, or if you're not liking that, then of course delicious chocolate shops abound everywhere. Of course there's lots of castles, and it had to be probably in Bruges anyway, was one of the most picturesque places I've ever seen, and I've got a video of one of the most popular spots that they always take film of. Rotterdam on day 6, we arrived first thing in the morning, and you could either have a choice of going to The Hague or staying in town. We were docked right in the center of town. I chose to do another bike tour on this one, and it was a little bit more hilly this one, but we biked over across the river, and it was again just beautiful. We stopped at Central Market and saw the beautiful, the way it was painted inside. You can see the interesting colors. It was just great. Here we are sailing away from Rotterdam. Ships just started to come in here lately. They used to have to dock quite a ways away and bus in, but now we're right near the center of town, and the Central Market is just a few blocks away. In the afternoon, we sailed to Kinderdijk, and again, you could see from the gangway there how the short distance it is to get back off on shore. And you could either take the bikes out on your own here, or you could walk around. There's a series of 19 windmills, which is the largest concentration of old windmills in the Netherlands. Our last full day was jam-packed, and we stopped in the morning at the Keukenhof Gardens, and it was very busy. It's a popular place, of course, for the tulip times. They have all kinds of displays of flowers, and you can see here the rows and rows of tulips and an overview of the area. We arrived back into Amsterdam in the afternoon, and then all headed out onto a canal cruise, which was great. It was a beautiful sunny day, so nice to be out on the water, and it was great to see how people were lived. Here's a lady sitting in her deck on a houseboat, and cars parked along there. We asked if any of them ever ended up in the water, and yes, they did sometimes, so it was kind of interesting. Busy waterway, always lots of stuff going on. Here's a science center called Nemo. And now the sun is setting on our wonderful Tulip Time cruise, and I hope you enjoyed the trip. For more information on this river cruise or any other river cruise, please feel free to visit my website to get my contact email information and drop me a line anytime. Thanks for watching, and may today be your day to travel.